Okay. Sorry about all that. Had a disconnection. But anyways, let's continue. Good evening, Mr. Elgin. Good evening, sir. Today was your last day of training, right? I seem to remember you saying something about it the last time I had you run the store. Yes, that's right. So, how'd your training go? That emblem on your chest means I shouldn't have expected anything less from the Cassius kids. But we're still bracers at training. I see, but, well, I knew you were going to have to give up your part-time job here sooner or later. Yes, I'm really sorry about that. Don't sweat it. I knew it happened eventually when I hired you on. It's a shame, though. There's hardly anyone out there with as good an eye for weapons as you. But that's the path you've chosen, so get out there and show us what you're made of. Well, I better get dinner ready. Estelle, Joshua, would you like to join us for dinner? I'll whip you up something delicious. Today's not a good day. Are you trying to say that my cooking isn't as good anymore? Huh? You used to tell me how delicious my cooking was when you were a little girl, but now... It's not like that at all. I'm really sorry if we upset you in any way, but our dad's waiting at home for us. I see. I'm sure your father wants you home for dinner. Poor Cassius will be all alone in that house by himself. Joshua, I'm sad to see you go, but I knew this was going to happen someday, so there's no use crying over it. Alright. Okay. Hey, Joshua? Do you think I'm really cut out to be a bracer? Well, you seem to have inherited your father's skill with a staff. And your nosy personality doesn't let you ignore someone in distress. Really? You think so? Sure, but why are you asking? Are you still thinking about what happened back at the tower? Yeah. Because of my carelessness, Luke almost got caught in the middle of a dangerous situation. If Dad hadn't come when he did, he could have been seriously injured. I guess I'm just worried about whether or not I'll be able to stay on top of things in the future. That kind of talk doesn't sound like the Estelle I know. Huh? If we fail today, then all that's left is to take back our losses tomorrow, right? Overthinking and worrying about things that haven't happened yet is definitely not like you. Isn't being a bracer what you've always dreamed of? How can you expect to succeed if you let something like that, what happened today, discourage you? Joshua, you're right. This isn't like me at all. I don't think a serious expression really suits your face either. You laughing like a big ditz is far more natural for you. Hey, what's that supposed to be? You're gonna see my angry expression if you keep that up. Okay, I admit that last comment was pushing things a bit. I'll overlook it this time, and thanks for cheering me up. I don't know about you, but I'm so ready to get home and eat. My stomach just started growling like a bear. Maybe glutton is closer to the mark than ditz. We're home, Dad. We finished reporting to the guild like you told us to. Good work, kids. The details of your reports will be reviewed at each branch and will affect your pay and rank advancement in the future. Please make sure that you always remember to do it. Don't worry, we will. And before I forget, I got that copy of the Liberal News you wanted, as well as this letter for you at the guild, too. A letter, huh? Well, I'm gonna go get cleaned up and start dinner. Oh, and Dad? Thanks for coming when you did today. You really helped me out back there. I see you were rather being gracious today. Papa is happy. How delightful that my daughter has finally understood what a great man her father truly is. There's no need to hold back, Estelle. Come and jump into your father's loving arms. In your dreams. I swear, the men in this house have one thing in common. They never know when to shut up. I guess she's not as depressed as I thought she'd be. Should I be thanking you, Joshua? I didn't do much. I just gave her a push in the right direction. Estelle's a resilient girl to begin with. Yes, she is, but she still has a long way to go. She'll run into more than just a few stumbling blocks in this line of work. And overcoming those obstacles is what will teach her to stand on her own 2 feet. There's that soft side of yours, talking again. Oh no, are eggs supposed to explode like that? Guess I shouldn't have gone in and expected to make a perfect meal in a single try. No wait, cooking is supposed to be about passion. Exploding eggs are passionate, right? Now, what's more? That daughter of mine can sometimes be a little too passionate. I think I'll go help with dinner. We don't want the curtains to catch fire again. But at this rate, there's no telling what we can expect to have a bite of food ready on the dinner table. Alright then, let's see what this letter is all about, shall we? A message from the Erebonian Empire. What? Wow, this is a surprise. This new dish is what I call Estelle's explosion over rice. Be sure to savor every last morsel. I will. Your cooking this evening is excellent. My compliments to the chef. This is raw talent at its best. Today certainly has been busy, but great day nonetheless. We qualified as junior bracers and had our first real assignment. And I didn't even lose my eyebrows making dinner this time. Not to mention the food being delicious. For a first attempt, this dish is actually quite edible. First I thought I might have to pitch it out the window when you weren't looking, but it seems that technique won't be necessary tonight. Sometimes you're just so despicably rude, Dad. Don't you know how to be humble and just say something tastes nice? Alright, Dad, how about this? Boy, I never thought I'd be able to eat something wonderful like this before I had to leave on business. You made a splendid meal, Estelle. Thanks, Dad. Wait, business? Are you really leaving again? Yes. Something unexpected came up. This time I'm going to be away for a while. Hold on a minute. You're leaving? When? Tomorrow morning. What? I don't care what kind of job you're doing. That's just too soon. It's about that letter, isn't it? Was there some sort of incident? Oh, it's nothing like that. Just a simple investigation. I have to visit a number of places, so it'll take me about a solid month before I'm through. That being the case, please take good care of the house while I'm away. What do you mean, that being the case? You always use some vague excuse like that and take off for who knows how long. We have to accept it, Estelle. The Bursar's job is to help those who come to us for help. I know, but what are you going to do about all your jobs here at the Roland branch? You already accepted a few of them, haven't you? Oh, only about 5 or 6. So I was thinking, and how about the both of you handle them for me instead? What? Are you really asking us to do the work that you're supposed to be doing? That I am. I'll have you do the ones which I think you can accomplish. Now ask Scheherazade to handle the difficult ones. So what do you say? Yeah. Sure, I guess. Sure, of course we will. You're okay doing these too, right, Joshua? Yeah, no problem. Looks like a good way to get some experience as a bursar. Did it settle? I'll stop by the guild and let Ina know about the change of plan before I leave. Alright. I'm starting to feel more determined than ever. We'll have to bust our tails with these jobs so we don't tarnish your name while we're gone. Oh, that's still my beloved daughter. Papa is so proud. Oh, my dear Lena, who art in heaven. Can you see your daughter now? Our little Estelle has grown up to be such a lovely young woman. Face it, Dad, you're getting old. If people lose their trust in you at this age, you might as well just throw in the towel forever. I'm only helping you out because I'm your daughter, and I have a duty to pay you back for the last 16 years. I'm only 45, and what's more, I'm very likely the most active member in the entire guild. Not bad for a pair of comedians. By the way, Dad, which flight will you be on tomorrow? The one headed for Grenzel or the one headed for Bose? I'll be on the one headed for Grenzel. My flight departs at 10 o'clock in the morning. That means I'll have to get up a little earlier tomorrow. I better set my alarm clock just in case. Dad, are you still awake, Joshua? You better haul off on the liquor or Estelle will get mad again. It's just my way to lift my spirits before I travel. How about yourself? Would you like to join me for a drink? I'll pass. Actually, what I should be saying here is don't offer alcohol to minors. I'm not like Shara, who would jump at any chance to enjoy a drink or 10. That's because she holds her liquor much better than I do. There's something really serious happening, isn't there? There's no conclusive evidence, but there appears to be some sort of movement within the Empire. The Erebonian Empire? That sounds pretty suspicious. This movement doesn't appear to be overt, but that's what has me worried. I intended to do a little probing at the Erebonian embassy to see what turns up. Understood. I'll make sure to look after Estelle while you're gone. Don't you spoil that girl, you hear me? Now that she's become a bracer, she needs to learn to look after herself. Estelle will be fine. She's got good instincts, despite being a bit rough around the edges. She has talent with the staff as well. There's no doubt in my mind that she'll be a first-class bracer someday. Yet at present, she's like a babe in the arms who knows nothing about the realities of the world around her. At some point in time, she'll have to choose which path to follow in life. And Joshua, the same thing can be said for you, too. It's already been 5 years since you become a part of this family, hasn't it? How time does fly. Yes, it sure does seem that way. How about you? How about what you said back then? Are you sure you won't consider taking those words back? For me, keeping my word is what defines who I am. If I can't do something as simple as that, I don't know how I could live with myself. I know this may sound stubborn, but I can't take back what I said. I'm sorry. There's no need to apologize. But I'd like you to remember this. No matter what path you choose in life, you can't erase these past 5 years. Estelle and I will always be your family, no matter what may befall you. Thanks, Dad. Well, that's the end of the prologue. Okay. Well, it looks like it's time for me to board my flight. Estelle, don't do anything I wouldn't do myself, and try not to be a handful for Joshua either. For the umpteenth time, I heard you already. How about you try to not go overboard with yourself with your own word? You're not getting any younger, you know. Say what you will, but I'm not about to be overtaken by any youngsters. Charizard, I'm really sorry about placing all this work on your shoulders at the last minute. Please, don't be. I am slightly concerned, however, about whether or not I can do a decent job in your place. There's no need to be humble, Silver Streak. And I don't mean to make your life any more difficult, but please keep an eye on these two. You just leave them to me. Is tightening up the reins and not spoiling these two fine with you? You definitely understand the way I think. What's this all about? Looks to me like a mutual understanding between master and people. The glacial-bound airliner Linde will be departing shortly. All passengers, please board the airship now. Uh-oh, I better take my seat. Have a great trip. We'll take care of everything while we're gone. What will be Estelle's response? I'm not sure everywhere you'll be going, but don't forget to bring me back a souvenir. A little fancy something would be nice. Hey now, this trip's for business, not pleasure. If I have any money left over, I'll certainly think about it though. Alright, you two, be good while I'm gone. He's gone again. Yeah. Come on, you two. There's no need to look so down. Your father will be back in no time. I don't know what kind of investigation he's been asked to do this time, but when it comes to your father, he'll have it done before you know it. I'm not sad that he's gone. He's always been away more than he's been at home. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, I'm going to get to work on these jobs your father left for me. But if you run into any trouble, give me a holler. Will do. But first, I'd like to try and finish a few jobs with Joshua. I want to see what we're capable of doing as junior bracers. Alright, if you insist. I imagine that with Joshua tagging along, there's probably not much to be worried about. Good luck, you two. Thanks. We'll do our best. So what do you want to do now, Estelle? Shall we go stop by the guild? Yeah, we should probably talk to Ain and find out what jobs are waiting for us. Let's go! Ooh, this job here is done. The wind sure has come today. Perfect day for air travel, you ask me. We're making a good start today. For now, I'll probably rate that girl at 83. Luke's been like that since this morning. Boys are so simple-minded. Oh, good morning, Estelle and Joshua. Has your father already left? Yep, just barely. That's why we came here to find out about the jobs he left for us. Sure. There are a total of 3 jobs I have lined up for you. For the first one, I'd like you to head out to the farm west of here. The farm west of here? Isn't that where Tio lives? Tio? I've heard that name somewhere before. Tio Perzo. She was one of our classmates at Sunday school. She's also the Perzo farm owner's daughter. Oh, really? It's actually the Perzo farm that put in a request to have someone exterminate some monsters. Are they really having problems like that? Fortunately, nobody's been hurt, but the owner and his family are upset over their fields being destroyed by creatures. Therefore, the guild received an extermination request. I would never have expected something like that would happen. Okay, we'll head out there right now. Here, take this with you. This document certifies that you were dispatched by the guild. Please give it to the owner of the farm. We already know Tia's father pretty well, so I don't think this is necessary. But we'll take it just in case. Interesting. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. All right. Alright. Estelle and Joshua, I heard that you both joined the guild. I'm sure that aside from your aspirations and expectations, there is some tension and anxiety. It says that Estelle has different kind of anxiety. Huh? I think he must be mistaken. The absence of a parent would cause anyone to feel uncertain. However, as we humans have strength to overcome such adversity, think of these trials as a gift from the goddess and work hard to overcome them. I'll try. Please bless the mayor and his wife so that they may live in good health. We're on a pilgrimage to see chapels from each region of this beautiful kingdom. The airliner just arrived in Roland. Yes. I came along with my husband, fully attending the shop till I dropped. The air in Roland is so fresh, and the city itself is peaceful and calming. aren't you Estelle? I've heard many things about you from Father Divine. Like, like what kind of things? Oh, just stories about when you were in Sunday school and such. Seems you were an expert at sleeping in class, being late, skipping school, and generally just causing trouble. But despite all these things, it looks like Father Divine was quite fond of you as a student. You really think so? Hey, where did Cassius take off to? He's going away on business and won't be back for a while. Is that so? Cassius was the one who I was most focused on. That's too bad. Claire. I think that even Cassius dressed in normal attire, but he's still shining as an adult male. By changing his style, he expressed himself as a characteristic bow aside from the typical Joe. There's no doubt he'd be popular on a whole new level, too. Claire? How old are you again? She's a precocious one, isn't she? Unbelievable. I came all the way here just to find that I wasted all this time for nothing. Can't find any buyers, and the shops are bigger cheapskates than I thought they'd be. Guess it's safe to say that the backwater places will always be backwater places. This lady's really making me angry. Huh? And who are you supposed to be? Then again, I don't really care who you are. I'll give you a deal, so how about you buy something? What? Will one of these wood carvings work for you? You won't find fine workmanship like this outside the Calvard Republic. Calvard? That sounds familiar. Is that some famous store or something? The Calvard Republic is the country to the east of the Liberal Kingdom. I knew that. So Calvard made folk craft items are what you're selling, huh? I'm sure you'd find a lot more people willing to take them off your hands if you went to the Royal City. You think so? I really thought some place in the boonies like this one would be a taker on these, but maybe I was wrong. Danger, danger. Anger meter rising. Oh well, I guess I'll try heading to Grenzel sooner rather than later. Then again, what's my son Charles up to? Just when I thought I could get help out of him, he ups and wanders off. Received a message from the Perzo farm saying they wouldn't be able to ship vegetables for a while. I wonder what could have happened at that farm. Guess I'll have to make immediate arrangements with another supplier. Oh, crap. Thought I'd try some of the side missions right quick. This is really weird. Where could it have gone? Oh, excuse me, but can I ask you something? You didn't see a shiny rock around here anywhere, did you? Huh? Shiny rock? Yeah, that's right. The one that sparkles. You didn't see a rock like that lying around anywhere, did you? Are you saying you lost something? I don't recall seeing anything like that. Do you know where you might have dropped it? My mom was calling for me, so I ran over to the general goods store where she was. I know I had it in my hand at the time, but when I came back here, it was gone. When you say general goods store, you mean Mr. Renan's store, right? Did you look in front of his store? Obviously, that's the first place I looked. You don't need to treat me like a kid, you know? My, aren't you a charmer? Well, I already asked the Bracer Guild to help find this, so I'm sure it'll show up sooner or later. If you do happen to come across it, give me a holler straight away. I'll probably be around. So... looking for a shiny rock. What's the matter? I wonder what that is. There's something shining down there through the sewer grate. You're right. It looks like something must have fallen through. The sewers? Don't tell me you forgot about the sewers already. You know that smelly monster-infested place we were in not that long ago? Oh right, those sewers. We went there to do our practical training, right? The entrance to the sewers should be just behind the chapel. If you're so interested in what's down there, then how about we check it out a little later? Sure, let's do that.
All right, we're good to go.
Chris Bunyan. Okay.
All right, we're good to go.
see now. The thing we saw shining through the sewer grate was this. Seems like it. Quartz fragment, huh? Now we know why it was shining so much. The way it sparkles was so beautiful. This is made up of Centium too, right? Loosely speaking, yes. But let's talk about it later. This isn't really the place to have a leisurely chat. I guess you're right. No normal person will want to stay here any longer than they had to. I guess it was only a matter of time.
That's that then. Let's move out. That's that then. Let's move out.
Hey, is that rock? Could it be that this is the rock you've been looking for? Yep, this is the one, my shiny rock. Why is it all dirty like this? Hey, don't you have something else to say before you complain? You guys are bracers, right? I already paid your money to the guild. Therefore, I think I have the right to complain. That's not the problem here. Calm down, Estelle. He's just a kid. I know that, but... This quartz is what you were looking for, right? Yes, that's the one. This rock is really a quartz? You mean the same kind of quartz that would be in an orbit? Yep, the same kind of quartz that made of Cephid. It's chipped so it doesn't function anymore. I see. So this rock belonged to an orbit. What's wrong? You seem a bit out of it. Who? Me? Oh, it's nothing. I'm glad you found it. I guess that's about it then. Oh, that reminds me. I almost forgot. Here, take these. Drill meatball. My mom gives these to me and tells me they're healthy, but they're kind of bitter, so I can't stand them. Anyway, I appreciate what you did for me today. Seriously, what a cheeky little kid. I'm sure it's a difficult age for him, but I wonder why he was searching for that quartz. What do you mean? Now that you mention it, it does seem a little strange. But oh well, everyone has something they think is important. True words couldn't be spoken. Perhaps that kid has an interest in orbits. I, for one, don't see what's so interesting about these overly complex gadgets. My brain goes numb just thinking about them. Except for the fact that you'll have to get used to them sooner or later. You won't be able to fulfill your job as a bracer if you can't use one. Alright, I'll try and learn. Okay, Milch Road. Let's see.
We're good to go. Piece of cake.
So yeah, should be around here somewhere. Well, down.
All right, we rule.
Let's see. Whoa. That one's a little stronger.
Piece of cake.
All right, we're good to go.
Oh, give me a break.
Piece of cake.
Alright. Terrebonne. Okay. Nice.
That's that then. Let's move out.
of a biscuit.
All right, we're good to go. All right, we're good to go. Not now.
Piece of cake.
Oh, pine plant, where are you?
All right, we're good to go.
Yay. Fine, leveled up. Is this it? Open. Damn.
Here I come.
Nice. Okay. Too bad there ain't no way to defend. Finally beat it. Are you serious?
I'm sorry. Not now.
Well, that fucking sucked. Okay. to go back. Okay. Made it to 8th class, okay. Good work. Seems like you completed your objective without any trouble. If you finish any other jobs, please come back and report again. Interesting. Okay. Okay, time to go to the farm now.
Piece of cake.
Are you serious?
Piece of cake.
when we come here, this place is always so tranquil. It's hard to imagine monsters running amok here. I certainly don't sense anything out of the ordinary either. Anyway, let's go ask someone here to fill us in on the details. I wonder if Tio is home today. It's Joshua. Did you come to play with me? Wish I had the time, but I'm afraid today I'm here for work. Work? That's no fun if we can't play. Maybe later if there's time. The kids here really like you, Joshua. Oh, Joshua. Estelle. Hi, Cher. How have you been? Do you know where your mom and dad are? They're not home right now. Tio's outside if you want to talk to her, though. Gonna go explore a little. Interesting. Storage area. Okay. Chicken. Let me in. Let me in. Okay, there we go. Hi, Tio. It's been a while, hasn't it? Estelle? And Joshua, too? Did you guys come for a visit? Not exactly. We're here on bracer business. We heard that you've been having some trouble with monsters. And they explain. You finished all your training? That's wonderful news. Maybe you could help after all. So there really are monsters giving you trouble, huh? Regrettably, that's been the case the past several days now. Thanks to which, I'm suffering from a lack of sleep. Which means the monsters are only come out at night. You're very perceptive, Joshua. It'd be better if you got all the details from my father, though. Imagine he should be back from delivering the milk and vegetables at any time now. Good afternoon, Mr. and Mrs. Purcell. How's everyone getting on these days? Well, if it isn't Estelle and Joshua. What brings you to our neck of the woods? Did you come to see Tia? Where we were actually just chatting with her outside. To tell you the truth, we're here on an errand today from the Bracer Guild. Is that so? But don't you think this job is a little dangerous for just the two of you to handle? I agree. I feel terrible if one of you were to get hurt. Don't sweat it. We're bracers after all. And take care of monsters right up our alley. The guild has even authorized us to carry out this task. If you wouldn't mind leaving it to us, we'd be more than grateful. Well, alright then. Go ahead and have at it. Thank you very much, Mr. Purcell. Then could you tell us a little more about the monsters that have been wrecking your fields? I haven't been able to get a clear look at one yet, but they seem to resemble something like a chubby cat. As far as I can tell, 3 or 4 appear at night and raid our fields, gnawing on anything they could get their grubby little paws on. They don't seem threatening exactly, but they're extremely nimble. I've tried many times to capture them over the course of the last several nights, but to no avail. Sounds like a pretty strange bunch of creatures, if you ask me. Since they only appear under the cover at night, we have to wait for it to get dark. Then how about taking a load off until then? I assume you'll be joining us for dinner, right? You said the magic word. You bet I will. I'm a huge fan of your cooking, Mrs. Purcell. I can't wait. You sure know how to please a woman who spends a lot of time toiling in the kitchen. And for that, I'll whip you up something special that'll live up to your expectations. Oh, that was delicious. Your mom's cooking is as good as ever, Tio. That's because she gets excited to cook whenever we have guests over for meals. I feel really bad for Joshua, though. With the little ones jumping all over him like that. It's probably a good thing. Surprisingly enough, kids tend to latch onto him a lot. If anything, I'm more blown away by the fact that the children enjoy playing with such a stick in the mud. I think that's a bit of a over-exaggeration, don't you? He's definitely courteous and maybe even a tad reserved, but if you get to know him, he's a really caring young man. The fact that he's not self-conscious about it, too, gives him points in my book. You really think so? Think about it. With those striking facial features, mysterious amber eyes, and lush black hair, it's only natural that he'd be a target for all the young girls. Is Joshua really that popular? Are you blind, Estelle? Rumor has it that more than just a few girls have asked to go out with him. I hear that he turned them all down, though. I had no idea. Joshua never said a word to me about it. I don't know how I should even begin to describe his secretive nature after hearing this, but how utterly cruel of him not to confide in me. If you were a boy, I imagine it'd be a different story, but as a girl, I don't think that's something he would want to talk to you about. The fact that you haven't fallen for him yourself is beyond me. Huh? Why would I? Estelle, you in there, aren't you? It's about time to do our rounds. Alright, I'm coming. I'll be back after Joshua and I get the job done, Tia. I'd like to continue this conversation then, okay? Oh, alright. Be careful out there, Estelle. That girl, she's either completely out of touch with matters of the heart or just plain dense. Poor Joshua. He really has his work cut out for him. Interesting. It seems as though the monsters have always shown up around this time. We better get outside and take a look around. Grr. What's going on, Stale? I gotta ask, Joshua. You don't happen to have any secrets you're not telling me about, do you? Come on now. Where are you coming up with this stuff? Since you came to live with us, we always done everything together, right? Even though we had our fair share of fights, they're all good memories for me now, and what I mean to say is, I've come to think of you as family in every sense of the word. Still. So if there's anything on your mind you'd like to talk about, I'm available to lend an ear. You know, about things like trouble with your love life and whatnot. What are you trying to say? Nothing. I just wanted to let you know that I'm here to listen if you needed someone to talk to, that's all. Let's hurry up and get out of there so we can kick some monster butt. What kind of nonsense is Tio putting into that girl's head? Secrets, huh? Wow, it's really dark out here in the countryside. So Joshua, how do you think we should go about making the rounds? Let's see. How about we start by checking around the house first and then move on to the field, stable, and greenhouses? We should be able to cover the entire farm by doing this way. Alright, let's go. Okay, so... No monsters here. Alright, let's keep moving. Should have figured monsters wouldn't bother coming in here. Glow of the ornament sure gave this place a romantic ambience. Makes me feel like it was all worthwhile just setting foot in here. You are definitely a ditz, still. At least it's better than being dense like someone I know. Psst, fuck. It's getting away. Hey, get back here, you little furball. I can still sense his presence. It's staying put on the farm for the moment. Well, good. Because it's about to get caught. Where could it be? Wow. Ah! That's too bad. I guess it knows just trying to sneak up on it. I swear, I'm gonna catch that little bugger the next time I see it. Got him. I think it's time to teach this critter a lesson. Here's where our job really starts, so stay alert, don't let your guard down.
All right, we're good to go.
My goodness. The work of a bracer is something else. You kids have done a fine job of rounding up these critters. It was nothing really. Wanted to ask you though, now that they've been caught, what do you plan on doing with them? I don't think they'll cause any more trouble. Now that we've given these critters a good thrashing, I don't think they'll cause any more trouble. But still, how's that going to benefit anyone if we show these creatures any mercy now? We're here to do a job of exterminating monsters, remember? But in any case, we're here to do a job in Dad's place. If the same thing happens again, what will you have to say for yourself? I see what you're getting at, but you know, it was only some vegetables that were damaged, so what do you think about letting this slide this time? You know, after taking a beating like that, I'm sure they learned their lesson. Teal, Mrs. Perzo? But in this case, I strongly suggest otherwise. I myself am against killing them too. Whether it's us or them, the fact of the matter is we're all living beings trying to survive on the same land. To some degree, I think we need to be mindful of these creatures living around us as we go about our daily lives. I know you may disagree with me, Joshua, but would you mind sparing these critters just for this once? Understood. Since this is coming from the ones who suffer the actual loss, I won't object to your request. I'm really sorry about this, Joshua. I know you had you two come all the way up here. I'll make sure to reinforce the fence and devise a way to prevent this from happening again. Then that's that. Alright, you critters, you better count your blessings. If we catch you around here again, you won't be so lucky. Now scram. Well, I'll consider this matter closed. Tonight's been a long night, so how about we head back to the house and hit the sack? Two of you are more than welcome to spend the night. Sounds good to me. I appreciate your hospitality. Man, I'm beat. It's really not late, so how about we hit the sack? Joshua? What's wrong? I'm sorry. I made the situation really awkward for everyone. Huh? Are you talking about what happened back outside? Don't sweat it. I guarantee you nobody thought anything of it. Really, your judgment was the most sound of anyone's. No, it wasn't. I'm just a cold-hearted and indifferent is all. Even now, I still think we shouldn't have shown any mercy and simply put those creatures out of their misery. Unlike you and Tio, I don't feel any compassion. It's at times like this that I really begin to loathe myself. It's almost as if there's something wrong with me as a person. Maybe some part of my heart is broken or something. Joshua, don't you dare say things like that about yourself. Estelle? I've watched almost everything you've done for the past 5 years. And I'm confident in saying that I know your strengths and weaknesses better than anyone else. Probably even more than you yourself. I won't allow you just to disregard everything with a bunch of nonsense. I don't ever want to hear you say you're broken again. I'm sorry. It was foolish of me to say that. As long as you understand what I said, that's what really matters. But you know what? Believe it or not, I was happy to hear you admit how you felt. Why? The real problem, Joshua, is that you always try to keep your feelings locked up inside. Whenever you're troubled or worried, you just go around with this nonchalant look and try to fix everything by yourself. That's a little upsetting for someone who's supposed to be your family. Still, Joshua, you were able to lay bare your own weaknesses today. You learned to trust in someone other than yourself. And for that, I'm happy. I don't know what your point is, but I'm amazed that you could just stand there and say something as embarrassing as that. Ha! I got a whole lot more where that came from. But how about we call it a night? After all this endless running around, I'm ready to drop. Alright then. Have a good night, Estelle. And thanks. You're welcome, Joshua. Sleep tight. Thank you both. You did us all a great service. Once again, I apologize for things not turning out the way they should have. Please don't worry about it anymore. We were able to learn a lot from this experience ourselves. If there's anything else we can help you with in the future, please let the Bracer Guild know. That'll definitely be the first place we contact. Come and visit again sometime when you're free, okay? I'd love to have you over for the night again when things are convenient for you. I'll treat you to some of my best cooking next time you come. Thanks for the invitation, Tio and Mrs. Prizzo. We'll definitely be back to take you up on that when we work our load cells down. Alright, how about we head back to the guild? After we report this one, we can start on the next. Sounds like a plan. on to the next one.
All right, we're good to go.
Come on. Let's see.
Take!
Why did I do that?
All right, we're good to go.
Good morning. How did the job at the farm go? We had a few bumps in the road, but let me give you a brief report of the details. I see. So you ended up setting the monsters free because the Perzo family requested you to do so. I think it was a premature on their part, but I won't pursue the matter any further. Is it okay to leave things at that? The mission of a bracer is to protect civilians and uphold justice. However, there are many ways we can protect those around us, and there are as many forms of justice as there are stars in the heavens. As a bracer, it is your job to be able to discern these things. Indeed, our work has very profound implications if you think about it in that way. That's because we aren't an organization that deals strictly with monster problems. We also intervene when disputes arise between nations. To become a high-ranking bracer, one must have more than combat strength. A well-honed mind and flexible problem-solving skills are also required. Sharp mind and problem-solving ability, huh? Serious? The road to the big leagues sounds a lot steeper than I originally thought. Well, then your only choice is to devote yourself to working hard every day. Since you're both here, why don't I give you the details of your next job? Those are the words I've been waiting to hear. I'm ready for anything, so what you got lined up for us this time? Another monster that needs a good whipping? Not this time. This next job will entail the transportation of goods. And get this, your client is none other than Mayor Klaus himself. Really? A quest from the mayor? Do you think it'll be alright leaving such an important task up to us? From what I've heard, it's a pretty simple job. In any case, I'd like you to speak with the mayor directly about the job details. Well, I guess I'm gonna leave it here for now. Let me save. Yep. Hopefully whoever's watching had fun watching. And I'll see y'all next time. Stay safe out there. And bye-bye.